Sean Combs arrested on sex trafficking charges as over 100 lawsuits are filed, including men. Sean Combs, also known as Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and Daddy, was arrested last month in New York City on charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. Following his arrest, a wave of lawsuits is expected from 120 new victims, both men and women, alleging sex crimes against Combs dating back to 1991. Some of the accusers were minors at the time of the incidents, with allegations including drugging and rape. Tony Buzbee, the attorney representing the new accusers, indicate that companies and individuals aware of Combs' alleged misconduct may also be named in the lawsuits. Potentially implicit entities include Bad Boy Entertainment, Universal Music Group, and Epic Records, all of which have been associated with Combs. There are speculations regarding the involvement of other celebrities. After pleading not guilty, Combs was initially held in solitary confinement at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. As of September 29th, reports indicate that he is no longer on suicide watch and has been visited by family members. With these serious allegations, Combs is expected to face multiple legal challenges in the coming months and years. Charges coming from both women and men have led to widespread speculation on Combs' sexuality. This story is still developing, and we will keep you updated with new developments. Oh, man. P. Diddy. I think that there's always been rumors in particular about his sexuality and the fact that he was probably fluid for many, many, many years. I think I'm looking forward to really learning more about these allegations and really hearing the stories. I know that there was that one famous video of him abusing his ex-girlfriend at the hotel that was really dangerous. But I really want to learn more. I really don't have many comments on this because I don't have all the information here. There's a lot of questions that I have, to be honest with you, and I probably, people will probably hate me for some of these questions, but I really need to know more, and the fact that there are so many of these people from 1991, who are they, right? Why didn't they speak up sooner? Did he really have, something over their head that held them from not speaking up? I just really need to know more information. It just amazes me that there's 120 people who have experienced this, and I don't know. I want to know more.
Well, about 25 years ago, I did an interview with a musical duo, this identical twin brothers, and I remember them sort of conspiratorially sharing a story about Combs, at the very least, being bisexual. So in a way, I'm not surprised about the recent allegations, but like you said, what took it so long? And all these people, all these years that it's been going on.
I really think we have to be incredibly careful about this story. I think when too many of the headlines are about his sexuality, that's not against the law. The first headlines that were out were about how much lube was in the house. That's not against the law. We in our community have to be very, very careful about how we let the media talk about this story for two really important reasons. One, they can easily, especially in a state like Florida, start to try to criminalize our normal behavior. These things are not against the law to have. They shouldn't be part of the story. The other thing is, if there are real victims, do you know how hard it is to get a victim to speak up? If you're writing a headline about the lube and about somebody being fluid and you're not protecting the victim and you're not giving them any respect and you're not treating any of that seriously and you're just going after the gossip, that's 120 more people who are getting abused right now going, I don't want any of that to come out about me. There's no way. And they stay in that abusive situation. The media needs to be really, really responsible about how they cover this story. If there are real victims out there, they need to be treated like victims. And if there were crimes committed, they need to be treated like there were crimes committed. And this should not be about lube. It should not be about whether he's bi. Sexuality. It should not be about any of that stuff ever. And they better get it together, because it's only going to make this whole situation a lot worse if they're just going for the quick clickbait. to get more clicks, but then 10 more people continue to stay in abusive situations.
That's to your point. Where's the justice for the people, right?
That's what it should be about. We should be protecting the victim. That's right.
The minors, right?
And the minors.
We should be protecting all of them. And I don't care how much lube was in the man's house.
Who cares?
That's not against the law.
And who cares if he had sex bar? Who cares?
Who cares if 100 grown consenting adults are in there having sex every night? That's not against the law. If there's a victim of a crime, they need to be treating it as such.
Yes, absolutely.
That's how I feel about that whole thing.